In 2002, I got a phone call that would change my life forever. The first thing I heard was laughing. Followed by,
"Hey, it's Glen Plake. Let's go water ski."
In 2004, I had the chance to go to Acapulco with Glen for a Warren Miller film. That week was the first time we really talked about skiing, and it got me thinking in new ways. In 2008, because of Glen's influence and his success with the Downhome tour, the FacetoFaceTour was born. Over the years, Glen and I had many discussions about the parallels between snow and water ski industries. In 2014, it became apparent that what I had been doing my whole career wasn't growing the sport or introducing it to new people anymore. Glen's influence again materialized in the form of FlowPointTV. And there we were, talking about old times and dreaming about new adventures. Glen mentioned Baja, and it took me back to my childhood. Every winter for almost a decade in the 70s and 80s, my parents would round up a crew and head to Baja. Camping, fishing, skiing, living. I was born before their last trips down, so I barely remember anything. But there was always something magical about the place. A little voice in my head that was always calling me back. So finally, after 30 years, it was time to pack up and road trip back to Baja. It's more than 1,000 miles from Chico to the Bay of LA, and less than an hour into our trip, my nephew Gavin was already struggling. It was foreshadowing, because later that evening, about 3 a.m, as we were rolling into San Diego, the van exploded. A Walmart semi almost took us out. We struggled off the freeway, lifted the hood, and knew something wasn't right. Oil everywhere, parts and pieces missing. We thought the trip was over. One tow truck ride, a 3-hour sleep, 24 hours kicking around San Diego, and $1,000 later, and we were on the road again, southbound. When we crossed the border and made our way south, we noticed immediately how raw and wild this place was. It felt a lot like how I'd imagined California back in the 50s. Dirt roads, blue water, and few rules. Perfect. 10 hours later, when we rolled into the Bay of LA that evening, we knew we were into something pretty sweet. Glen's dad, Glen Plake, found this place decades ago and had a vision. Today, Fort Plake sits on the Sea of Cortez and is no longer just a dream. And for a few days, it was our paradise. We kicked things off with some skiing. But when Glen Plake is your tour guide, it's pretty funny how what you thought you were going to be doing and what you end up doing are two completely different things. Fish, ski, whale watch, desert exploring, rain, ham radioing, swim with the dolphins, ski racks, climbing, more fishing, culinary arts, kite flying, more rain, more skiing. We'd probably be here all day if we tried to show you everything. So instead, here is a highlight reel.
National Geographic out here. I am Jacques Cousteau. Welcome to the wonderful world under the sea. Fish on! You want to ski? You want to fish?
Now you've seen part of our Baja trip all the way through. I don't know any better way to stop time and feel that spark of invincibility than living life on the water. It's not just about skiing, but skiing is the magnet that brings us together and the glue that keeps us together, hopefully forever. I'm lucky to have parents that taught me that lesson at an early age. And thanks to them, we rediscovered this magical place and found the FlowPoint.
Steve, I'm on the B104 95 7 edition. What you talking there? Oh, I only got the 4th edition. Yeah, I can tell your modulation is just a little bit over. What about you, K5639? How you doing? Oh, I'm running 8.5 with the 6.4 green 9. Things got to do there, Jim. That is K6753, Jim, right? How is your Cobitone element? I'm running version 6. Hooked them up, got antennas all over the yard.
I lost frequency. Should be coming up any second.